Okay. Morning, happy Thursday. Today has been a tricky morning for me. What time are we on now? It's got to be, I don't know, because I've got this little toothless thing. You know, toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. And he sits next to my clock and he just slides around a bit and he's slid right in front of the clock. Okay, it's 8:41. I try not to leave this late. I set my alarm for 7 and then I snoozed every 10 minutes until 8. I do this a lot. I've been trying to train myself to going to sleep earlier and to getting up earlier. So I went to bed last night before 10. I was tired. Did I go to sleep at 10? No. At 1. I wouldn't mind, but I've got like sleep hypnosis stuff that will knock me out within about 10 minutes. So if I wanted to go to sleep, I could go to sleep. So basically we're going to bed being tired but not wanting to go to sleep, and then getting up. And that's the thing, this morning at 7 o'clock I was wide awake. I wasn't like sleepy, but I was in the middle of a dream, and I've got this thing where I can just drop straight back into dreams. So it's not my fault that I want to carry on watching the rest of the episode in my brain before getting up. But the thing is, it's not like Parks and Rec that I was watching last night, where every episode's about 25 minutes long. My brain's forever. Anyway, so this morning's been difficult, mainly because I've had the brain traffic. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have the brain traffic, but I've got a history of suffering from depression, anxiety, PTSD, but I'm a really happy person. And a few people have said, oh, you don't look the type to get depressed. No, I don't. And no, I'm not. But I don't believe, I think there's a misconception that you have to be really, really sad in order to get depression. And that's not true. I think when I first got depression, I was really sad. But saying that, who can tell? Who can tell whether it's your brain chemistry messing up that makes you sad, or whether it's you being sad that messes your brain chemistry up? It's a chicken and egg thing, really, isn't it? So yeah, but one of my things about the depression that I had on and off for over half my life. I hate it when the gap's just slightly too small for you to hook in, because you don't know how fast they're going and no one wants to get killed on the way to work. Yeah, the thing is about my depression, when it first struck me when I was like 16 or 17, I went into the doctors. My mum and dad were splitting up, having this really difficult breakup thing. I was that age, hormones flying. Went to the doctors, burst into tears, and they pretty much just said, we're putting you on Prozac, it won't solve your problems, but you won't care. And I was a zombie, and I did a lot of reckless things while I was on Prozac, because I really didn't care. Yeah, I didn't like it. And then I had postnatal depression, which was probably more a symptom of being married to a knobhead. And I was on citalopram for 7 or 8 years. I've not been on anything for a while, probably about 5 years now. But every now and then, I still go in my gloom cocoon, as me and my mum call it. So if I go off radar and all of a sudden I'm not posting on Facebook as much and I'm disappeared a bit, my mum will say, "Are you alright?" Because she knows that I never ring her. I never ring anyone for help. That's another video blog thing. So yeah, I just disappear and I don't want to speak to anyone. And sometimes I have a little cry, but generally I'm not sad. It's just my brain and I go numb and I don't feel stuff. The other extreme is brain traffic. It's like I've got loads of children versions of me, say, running around in my brain. And most of the time they're just kind of chattering away happily and kind of, finger painting and whatever brain kids do. But when I'm depressed, it's like they are tucked up in a really tight bed and they can't move. And they've got like sleep paralysis and they just don't want to do anything. And it's this stillness, and it's permeated by associations in my brain for things, but my brain is generally quite still. The only time I have kind of busy brain when I'm depressed is when I'm trying to self-talk myself into doing stuff so that I can function. The brain traffic is the other way round, and I've got it this morning, which is why I'm probably not being coherent at all. But it's like the children in my brain are all numbered up to high hell, and they're running around and they're all chattering at the same time about all kinds of things, and I can't really hear them individually, but then I'll think about something and they will then cut in and go off on a brain tangent, and I'll be thinking about all this stuff, and then I'll realise that I've forgotten to do what I was supposed to be doing, and I don't really know what I'm doing. And like leaving the house today, I had to go back up and down the stairs about 5 times because I kept forgetting things. And then when I was forgetting things, I'd find them, and then I'd think of something in my brain, like a conversation or a word or the meaning of a word, and I'd just kind of riff off on it, and it's exhausting, and it makes me feel like I've done loads when in actual fact I haven't actually done that much. It's really frustrating. I know that this is going to be a problem at work because I noticed yesterday I was getting a bit of it, and it's like I can't concentrate very well on stuff, and it's like I make myself spin plates because I'll be halfway through something and I'll think of something else, and then I'll get involved in that, and then I'll remember the first thing and I'll start doing that, and then the phone will ring and I'll have something else, and so it's going to be a day of trying to calm my brain down. I don't know whether it might be best to not have any coffee today. I wonder if I've got any decaf. I could kid myself into thinking I've got coffee, but then that psychologically might just make my head be even worse. Oh, see, this is what my brain does, but faster and more random. So basically what I'm trying to say, anyway, because I need to cut to the chase because I'm obviously not at the minute, let's see if we've got a space down there, is happy people can still get depressed. Happy people can still have problems with the mental health. They still function in society. They're still, by and large, the happiest people that you've met. But they have mucked up brain chemistry that, no, I didn't part like that. If it part straight, I could have fit that. Oh, reverse. Oh no, someone's following me down. This is not good. Yeah, you're gonna have to back that out of there too. I don't like it when I'm between like cars on that side and fence on that side, because I could hit both quite easily. I have done in dreams. Not at the same time, obviously my car's not like that. I think I'm doing a bit too much into that territory, aren't I? I am. Wish I had Sally's car and her reversing cameras. I hope that's not Dave who I work with. I'll be well embarrassed right now. Oh, I'm embarrassed. I'm doing fine. See, you're literally getting my monologue here, my inner monologue. Keep forgetting you're on. Okay, so we're nearing the end. Oh, that's a bit close. Hello, close car. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Big lump. There we go. Anyone coming up the hill? Let's let this chap go. Cheers, dude. You will find if you're a lady and you're reversing your car, or doing any non-standard manoeuvre, a helpful man will be there, and he will help you do this manoeuvre by going like this. Right, right. And that just, it's the magic touch that makes it work perfect every time. My best is when you're trying to park, just driving forward into a parking space at an event, and you've got someone stewarding, and he stands in the parking space and goes like this, and you're thinking, I'm going to run you over. You're making me really nervous. If you just move out of the way, it's not a problem, is it? Oh, helpful people, bless them. Oh, I made a right hash of this now. Oh, this is what happens when I've got the brain traffic and I'm in a rush. I'm just going to park like miles away. That's sounding well teenagerish. I know I'm being a bit rev heavy today, don't judge me on it. Oh yeah, we'll do that one, we'll park it there. I've not parked on this side of the road for a long, long time. Over to the dark side. Yes, that was the curve. And you don't know me. You don't know what it's like to be me. That's the other curve. Oh, I'm going to be hideously late. What time? 8:52. Oh, come on, Carl. Get in gear. You can do this. Can I? I can't. Why? It really can't move. Nice wheels must be in precarious positions that it doesn't approve of. Yeah, back curve again. There we go. I'm so tired. I've been dreaming of mental stuff all night. I just want to not do anything today. I've no idea if any of that made sense. I don't even know if I was even recording. I am recording. Oh God, there's evidence. Right, I'm going to work and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.